Hey guys, sorry I didn't see you there. This is Carlor here. I'm sorry it's taking a while to get this next video out. Carlor just gets so angry. Carlor has been spending his days and nights in the woods preparing for this video. Carlor is ready to make the ultimate bow staff for beginners. He's trained for weeks. But the question is, are you? What's going on, bros? I hope everybody's doing good. If you're new to this channel, Carlor is my alter ego, and he is great. He is a complete mad lad with the bow staff. His power levels are off the charts, and they only get stronger if you make him angry. I've been training for a full week. I haven't left the woods once. So pop your popcorn and get cozy because we're in for a ride. We gotta get back home so we can build this beginner bow staff for you guys and show you some moves. You're in for an adventure. One of my enemies has found me. They threw a grenade at me. In defense, I did my turbo thruster. That's where I just basically spin the bow staff really fast, and it makes a reverse thruster sound. And a cyclone takes away all the shrapnel and debris that from the grenade. I create an air cyclone, and it takes away any damage. I've been in the wilderness for too long. I need to get back to the city, back home, to my family. They must be worried about me. Carlor won't let me leave the wilderness. He's been training so hard for this video. I think I'm getting closer. My family is worried about me. They must be. Carlor is kind of like Wolverine because he follows his nose and the tip of his bow staff when he walks. Get your head out of the gutter. I know what you were thinking. With a hard bow staff, you don't want to try like really crazy stuff. So let's make a lightweight bow staff that's soft on both edges, on both sides. Carlor just wants to train, and I'm like, we gotta get home. We gotta build this beginner bow staff. Finally, Carlor listens to reason, and he says, you're right, but we need to go visit the Abe Lincoln statue. And I say, why? That's when Carlor told me he has some history with old Abraham. Carlor remembers Abraham Lincoln and his vampire slaying days. Back in the 1860s, he used to slay vampires with Abraham Lincoln. He remembers. They seem to have forgotten Carlor in the history books and in the movies. Once Carlor sees Abe, we'll be good to go. It's gonna be great because Carlor wants to teach you his skills. So yeah, Carlor has knowledge from all the way back to the prehistoric ages. That's another way he's kind of like Wolverine. He might have even been one of the first cavemen, for all I know. We're gonna go over this one-handed front spin, which I know is one that swings right by my face a lot. So I'm sure beginners would appreciate having a foam staff to do this with. Carlor is almost done his journey and is training for building the ultimate beginner bow staff. But he took inspiration from Abraham Lincoln here. We said goodbye to Abe and told him rest in peace, and we were on our way. Carlor must be getting closer. He can smell it. Then it was time for us to focus on our chi. Find your inner eagle. Carlor has plans to put a statue of himself right here, right down the street from Abraham. Two of the most dangerous vampire slayers who've ever lived. This will most likely be the statue pose right here. If I hold it long enough, you could remember it. Or take a picture. Any sculptors out there who are interested. I thought these guys were laughing at me, but they're actually laughing at something else. But I showed them my moves and they realized they were laughing at the wrong guy. I showed them who's boss. Pulse the monkey. Anyway, you'll see it. One day they're gonna make one, I'm sure. They'll realize how powerful Carlor really is. And now it's time to build the beginner staff. Alright guys, me and Carlor, we made it back. And so let me just show you some different examples. Here's my bow staff, Carlor's bow staff. It's hard oak. It might be oak. All I know is the hardwood. Here's my old bow staff. It was made out of 2x4 and snapped right in half, but it was pretty lightweight, so you might want to consider that. As long as you don't hit something hard with it, it's good for practice because it's a lightweight piece of wood. Here, this is what we're going to make our beginner bow staff with. It's a piece of PVC pipe, 1 inch. And we're going to put some protective padding on the ends. We'll cut this in half and put one on each end, kind of like Darth Maul style. Here's another material you can use. It's bamboo. Some people like to use bamboo because it's lightweight and it could definitely strike and hurt someone if you do. It's strong, and but the ends will peel apart like this. You gotta find a way to protect that. But we'll put these two. It's just two different materials that you can use to make a bow staff. That's all. We're going to start off by measuring. This is about the same length. It's almost 7 foot, 6'9". This right here. And this actually, my bow staff, Carlor's bow staff is almost 7 foot. It's like 6'10". We're going to stick with this length. I'm going to cut this piece of noodle, in half. So let's find out how long it is. Cut it in half. Alright, it's 4'6.5". So half of that is 2'3 1/4". Just put a line at 2 foot. To make it simple for you at home, you can make a 7-foot staff out of PVC and 2 foot of foam on either end. That's right there. Place my finger. And if you just lay a speed square on there so it clicks, you should be able to get a nice line. Get a nice knife. I got a long size one. Slide it on there. Make sure that it's not slid all the way down. Leave like an inch at the end so it's soft on the end. Something like that, about an inch. Use some tape right here. Now we have a pretty good staff. Let's go test it out. Now with this, we could really do some daring stuff, you know, like flipping it around. just good to practice with this bow staff first, and then you can switch to your real deal bow staff. Carlor doesn't actually need this. Carlor is not a beginner, but I think even pros can use this thing to learn their tricks without getting hurt. The one-handed front spin is almost like a figure eight. You're not changing the direction, you're changing the axis. And you never let go of the staff. It zips right by your face. So if you want to try this with the beginner bow staff, good idea. A 360 air switch. It's a pretty easy one, but if you got a beginner bow staff, you don't have to risk getting hit in the head with the oak staff like Carlor's. You wouldn't want that. That was the reverse thrust. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We built the beginner bow staff, and it's been real. Thanks. Carlor will return. And hit subscribe, hit the like button, and all that good stuff. Thanks, bros. Oh no, cornered my enemies. I'm cornered, my enemies are gonna get me. What do I do? Thanks for watching, guys, and here's some of my other videos. You can have a marathon. Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I think I already said that. All these things help to support the channel.